Firstly, I am really sorry that I took it so hard on you. I was quite frustrated at the time. And you were there, and I understand why you said what you said. Now, things are moving. Things are moving faster and faster, and they will continue to speed up. Just to give you an idea, just so that at least, how to say, when the event happens, maybe if you don't want to talk to me yet, maybe by then you will. So we've broken the 7 seals of the book of Revelation, and it's not Christian. It has nothing to do with Christianity. Christianity was manufactured like modern Islam. Sorry, I'm speaking English. I'm just in that mode right now. So the first seal was Corona. They're going to be spaced out by 4 years. The second one, therefore, is going to be next year. And it is essentially, once decrypted, it means worldwide terrorism and sort of near civil war like state. So it's going to be more heavy metal than Corona. But of course, they're going to blow it up bigger than what it is, because that's how these things work. So now you know, I said it. The Olympics is a big central part in this. So there you go. Now you can see if I'm crazy or not by next year. Now, if you still want to watch the rest, I have more to say to you. So my mother is losing so much mobility. And of course, it's quite terrifying to speak to someone like me who has accumulated so much personal power. Because power is dangerous to those who aren't ready for it, which is why there's a defense mechanism that kicks in. For example, when I tell people the ground is not accelerating under their feet, there's an emotional response that kicks in to protect them from knowledge, because knowledge is power, and they're not ready for power. So I understand your reaction. Now, I heard at some point from Anna, I don't know if she got that right or what, but that you had begun to maybe start loving your water. And now this is important, because in order to develop an ability to handle power, we need power. So there's a sort of contradiction, which is why it's a wave. Like, I have my moments of fall and my moments of rise. So I didn't drink coffee for 2 months, and now I've had coffee for like 3 days in a row, which is why this is high pitched. So the water of life, as you may know by now, hopefully, is possibly the most powerful practice to attain more personal power, and also to make peace with one's traumas, and to get accustomed to power. So if you have begun, great, do more of it if you can. Do enemas, keep everything, don't throw any of it away. Find containers that seal, keep it all, and use that to wash your body, and wash your clothes, and wash your utensils, and wash your house, and you're going to create a magical field around yourself. Don't listen to what Google and Wikipedia are saying about it. They're a part of the programming. The Matrix is real, and Ken Reeves doesn't even know it. He thinks it's a story, but he's in the Matrix too. So this goes back to Roxanne indirectly, not because I don't care about you. I care about anybody who cares about anything, really. This is everything. So if you can handle the power of your water, if you can learn to love your water, you will grow so much more powerful. And you have to recapitulate. This is what the Toltec seer is called going back into your memories, finding where you entangled yourself with other people's energies and reclaim your energy. So this is what I've done a lot of lately, and now I don't get so angry. It works. I've made peace with my father, with my sister, with you, with my mother, with my adopted mother, everybody. Every day I find more memories. So if you can find the intent, that's what they call it, intent. Intent comes in drips, and we have to beckon for intent. We can't just like make intent appear like that. Then you can grow your power, then you can understand more. And it's like that. It's a cycle that you can surf. It's like a wave, and you surf it, and then you find another wave and you surf it. I can help you. You can help me. This is why I'm contacting you, because mass matters. So the more of us there are, the more powerful it becomes. This world will end. The pyramid predicts it. The pyramid has predicted every major cataclysms for 5,000 years. The Great Wall of China was built by the Romans. It's Roman architecture. Look it up. They have the same wall in the Caucasus Mountains. It was the Great Silk Road of Rome. Rome was destroyed by a cataclysm, not by some decadence. So the Phoenix is real, and it's coming back in 2040. The end of the Mayan long count calendar is 2046, because they divided the year by 360 because they understood the power of astrology. 365 days they call it the vague year. All of this is in the dimensions of the Great Pyramid of Giza. And nobody today could build a single block like that pyramid has. They're perfectly machined more precisely than a Mercedes-Benz engine. They're not natural stone. Anybody can look this up. They had flying machines. So the world gets wiped out every 6,000 years, and there's a new heaven and a new earth. We're about 70-something years away from that. Don't worry though, death is not the end. So when you learn to love your water, you're on your way. You read the Dhamma Tantra. The Dhamma Tantra says after 8 years of practicing this method, the follower will master all the 5 elements. And after 9 years of practicing this method, the follower will acquire immortality. They're not exaggerating, but they don't mean immortality in an eternal sense. Immortality in a human sense. So that you become immortal from the point of view of a human lifespan. You conserve enough intensity. Your intensity otherwise will be dispersed at death because there's too much trauma. It can't hold together. So the energy is preserved. Your silence is eternal. You come from silence, and you will return to silence even if you achieve this immortality, eventually. But you can make a better mark on the universe if you want, and if you have enough time left, because your time is short, and you have no idea how much time you have. So you can't waste any time. And it doesn't have to take 9 years. They're just giving you that like as a rough guide. If you can achieve more intensity, you can go faster. As you can see, I've been going really fast. So if this somehow touches your body deeply enough, if you've acquired enough power to handle this, please get in touch with me. It's easy to get in touch with me. I'm Lee Goldragon now. Ligoldragon. Goldragon.creom.me. KRIOM. I can't read that.
Share how to deal with anger.
How to deal with anger. You do recapitulation. You go back to what made you angry. And you find out that the things that made you angry, you can't really get angry at because they're a part of this world. This is a weird world. It's made to make us angry, to make us fearful. That's the capture. They call it the dragon. So, get in touch with me. And none of this shit matters, which you think matters anymore, because you can ask your dad. You ask your dad. Like, imagine your dad. You're dead now. You can't talk to anybody. It's too late. You're losing all your blood. Your throat is slashed up. There's nobody around. Go through this. Do it every night if you have to for weeks. I did that, and you'll see that your death will advise you on what matters, and it's extremely liberating. And so we're continuing the tradition of the new Toltec seers. Go read Carlos Castaneda. You'll see. There's also Taisha Abelar, Florida Donnergrau, Armando Torres, and they all describe the same thing, which is the reach for total freedom. So we're going for freedom. We're going for breaking the barriers of perception, of letting this world dissipate and assembling another world, which is how we avoid an ordinary death. We travel to another world before it happens. This has been witnessed by normal people in Tibet. Like, a Chinese lieutenant went to see this monk who said he was leaving, and he disappeared in a flash before his eyes and witnesses. So it's real. They call it the rainbow death in Tibet. I'm not making this up. They jumped off a cliff and survived. I know a guy, I just met him right here. He got hit by a logging truck, and he walked away. He said he blacked out. I told him, you assembled another world. You weren't there when it hit you. Then you came back. And he was unharmed. He got up and walked away. A logging truck. So you can do this. We can do it together. I'm going to Chiapas in a few months. Let's hook up and grow our power, man. Find the will. See that what I'm saying with your inner seeing, not with the reason that has been programmed into you, that I'm not wasting my time. You're worth it. You have the infinite power of the all that is and all that is not. May you find intent.